Hey everyone, MtSilverHiker here and welcome back to my channel. In this video, it's an ongoing series and it's quickly turning to one of my favorite ongoing series where I talk about purchases in the Pokemon hobby that I made over the past month. So obviously we're talking about the purchases I made in March. And why I really love this content and why I want to record more of it is because when it comes to pack openings, I can control what sets I open, I can't control what packs are in there, but when it comes to purchases that I make, I can talk a lot more about the thought process that's involved, the price points that I bought it at, and what it means for my collection goals moving forward. So that's something that I want to dive into a little bit further. So if that is content that you're interested in seeing more from my channel, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to do more deep dives into sets, into my thought process, and more importantly into opportunity costs, because as you all may know, this hobby definitely is not easy on the wallet. But with that out of the way, let's go into the purchases that I made in March. If you've been following this series, and this has been unintentional, but 1 month I'm buying all sealed product and the next month I'm buying all slabs. Well, finally in March I did a good split between sealed product and PSA 10 slabs as well as protectors, because it is very important to protect your sealed product, especially if you're in this hobby for the long term, which I plan to be. First up, we have the Sharpedo EX from Title Storm and First Edition PSA 10. Now this is a little bit of an unfortunate story. So there is a vendor on eBay that I love buying from. He has a gigantic collection from Japan and he has amazing shipping. But the downside for buying from him is that he has a flat fee of $27 for shipping, regardless of how much you buy from him. So when I put in the bid for this Sharpedo EX, I was expecting to buy other bigger slabs as well, but I ended up losing on all of that, and I ended up purchasing just this Sharpedo EX and having to pay that $27 shipping fee. So a little bit unfortunate there, and this is probably my vote for the biggest regret purchase that I made in March, but still an amazing piece. I love this card, and maybe one day I'll continue collecting the XY set in a PSA 10 in Japanese as well as English. But next up, these are purchases that I absolutely do not regret making whatsoever. I have the Probopass, the Frostlass, and the Heatran in a PSA 10 from the set Advent of Arceus, which is the Japanese version of Platinum Arceus, which is one of my favorite sets in English. And speaking of Platinum Arceus, I actually have big news. I have something amazing to show you at the end of this video in terms of my purchases in March. But in front of me, the Probopass, Frostlass, Heatran, something I'm really happy to add to my collection. Definitely going to go after that, the Holo Master set for Advent of Arceus in PSA 10. And these aren't the only slabs that I made for Advent of Arceus in March. I think I saved this on the side for a special reason, and yes, I did. So what I have here is the Zapdos G Holo in First Edition Advent of Arceus that I also made in March. And the reason that I didn't combine this with the previous 3 slabs, I wanted to show it side by side with the other Zapdos G that I made, not in March. This was a couple of months ago, but now I have the First Edition and the unlimited copy, so very happy with that. Just such an amazing set. I adore Advent of Arceus, I adore Platinum Arceus, and I'll prove it to you if you just watch the video to the end. Next up, another Prime added to the collection. As you may know, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is my favorite era in Pokemon history. I love that era. I love the Pokemon and especially adore the games. I have been slowly accumulating the PSA 10 primes whenever possible, and I was able to add this Machamp to my collection for a very reasonable price, so really happy with that. This is an absolutely amazing card. Look at that, such an iconic Pokemon. It doesn't really get the love that it deserves, but I'm happy to add this into my personal collection and my forever collection, so another one down for the primes. Alright, story time for the last slab that I purchased in March of 2022. A few months back, I made a huge purchase for PSA 10 Magma vs. Aqua Holos, and one of them was an unlimited PSA 10 Claydol. And when I purchased that Claydol, it was a Pop 1 in a PSA 10, meaning that there was only one PSA 10 in the entire world of that card. But when it was being shipped to me from Australia, it went from Pop 1 to Pop 2, which made me a little bit upset. I cannot lie about that. So when I saw it go on auction, I knew I had to grab it. So here it is, the second copy of a unlimited Magma vs. Aqua Aqua Hollow Claydol and a PSA 10. So it's a Pop 2 card, and I have both in my personal collection. So you're looking at the proud owner of the only 2 PSA 10 copies of the Unlimited Magma versus Aqua Claydol. So let's see how long that lasts for. Alright, I'm definitely going to end this video talking about the sealed product purchases because I'm so excited to talk about them. Both the modern product and the vintage ones that I bought, I love them so much. So before I get into that though, I want to talk about the third class of products that I really like buying, and those are protectors. I plan on being in this hobby for many years, and I adore the product, both modern and vintage. I think Pokemon just absolutely hit it out of the park with Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars. But also you may know that I'm a huge fan of some of their semi-vintage products that came out in the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, Platinum Arceus, and including the XY. I especially love the XY era, and this is a little bit of a funny story. I was actually pretty certain that I was gonna buy a sealed case of XY booster boxes last month, and I was like already shopping around. And I was so certain that I reached out to somebody on Instagram to buy 10 of these. These are sealed booster box acrylic cases. But right before I pulled the trigger on buying a sealed case of XY booster boxes, and I already made the purchase for these acrylic cases, an opportunity came up to buy some Platinum Arceus products I just could not pass up on. So that is what I went for instead. So I will showcase that as the final item of this video. But before then, I wanted to talk about a modern sealed product that I think is absolutely phenomenal, and you've seen it in the past too. So I'm just gonna roll the tape of me unboxing it. And yes, this is the ETB that I opened up in my last video, but do not let the results of that ETB deter you from purchasing it. And it didn't deter me at all, clearly, because I truly believe that this is an absolutely fantastic product, and it's a fantastic set. It has the evolutions and character rares, it has Charizard. It's just a phenomenal set top to bottom. And you know, I'll always make this complaint about a set being too bloated. It is a massive set, but which means that if you could buy it at MSRP, definitely go for it. And just a spoiler warning, every single month that you see this product available on the Pokemon Center website, you'll know that I will make a purchase to put in my sealed collection, whether it's to open or to keep for the long term. I absolutely adore this set. This is amazing. And of course, I open it up from the bottom. That is very unfortunate, but you know, as I said, this is such an amazing product. Really happy with it. And now, last but definitely not least, I'm just gonna bring it in front of the mat, and I'm gonna show you what I have here. What I have in front of me is a 3-pack blister from the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era. Each of these blisters has 2 Platinum Arceus packs and a Mysterious Treasure pack. And last month, from one single person, I had the opportunity to buy 8 of these sealed and in very amazing condition. Let me just show it off to you here. But for a product to be released close to 13 years ago to be in this great of a condition, I knew I could not pass it up. So now I'm the proud new owner of 10 acrylic booster box cases and 8 new 3-pack blisters that won't fit in those acrylic cases. So hopefully in the future, you know, in the upcoming months, maybe I will buy more booster boxes, because I definitely want to buy and collect more of that product and fill these cases with them, because these are absolutely amazing. And there we have it. Those are the purchases that I made in March of 2022. In the past month, I've made huge strides into my personal collection, both sealed and slab-wise. I have both of the Claydols in a PSA 10, which I never thought was gonna happen. I'm really happy that it did, but I'm adding so many slabs of Advent of Arceus to my personal collection as well, just extending that goal there. But also just the amazing product for both modern and semi-vintage to be added to my collection. I am beyond happy about that. And there we have it. Those are all the purchases that I made in March of 2022. I've made huge strides into collecting the PSA 10 copies of sets I'm very interested in. I am the proud owner now of both of the Claydolls in a PSA 10. So I think that's an underrated accomplishment. And also, you know, the Platinum Arceus and Mysterious Treasures sealed products that I added to my collection. Very happy about that. But in the comments down below, please let me know what your favorite item was that I showcased off in this video. And for my next video, I will be opening another one of those Brilliant Stars Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. I swear it's an amazing product, and I will show you. So thank you once again for watching. I will see you in the next one. MtSilverHiker out.